My mother. She was most persistent. She said she had a premonition that I should be a hairdresser. Now you got to remember, it's middle of the war. In Britain, the war was from 39 to 45. So we're talking about 41, 42. German Air Force is bombing every night, and you're sleeping in the shelters, which is the underground. And she said, this will be good for you. Learn a trade, learn a craft. Okay, Mom. I did what, you didn't argue with your mother in those days.
And you started out as a shampoo boy, so how does it feel to start out as a shampoo boy and become what you are now?
I was a shampoo boy and not a particularly good apprentice. There were many apprentices in the salon, and I was just average. I wasn't anything special. I didn't, when I first went in there, it wasn't because of the love of hairdressing. I knew nothing about hairdressing, and it wasn't my first choice. The girls were pretty.
That helps.
And it helped.
In the very beginning of the movie, you're compared to Einstein and the Messiah. How does it feel to be compared to such iconic names?
That was ridiculous. I don't know who wrote that. But I'd love to take it as a compliment, but Einstein is so way above anything I did. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And the Messiah, we don't know if there is one, so,
Right.
yeah.
In the documentary, it talked a lot about you being in an orphanage. Do you think that your tough childhood impacted you?
I think it helped me tremendously because you either gave in or you utilized the energies you had to overcome the difficulties. And if you could do that, I think it was a great help, especially the disciplines that I learned at the hairdressing salon. At the beginning, we didn't know that we were doing that, except in '54 when I opened my first salon. I said, look, we've got to change the craft. Go to Chicago, Michigan Avenue, and see the buildings. Absolutely splendid. Hairdressing is way behind. Pretty, nice, but we've got to change it. And it took 9 years of training people, having a wonderful team around me, and within 9 years we'd gone from hairdressing to hair cutting, color, and cut and perm with no setting.
Right.
I mean, it was total change, and it was very exciting, but it was gradual. I didn't get up and say, well, today I'm going to do this. It had to come, possibly it was cerebral. I think a lot of it was from the gut, the feeling of trying to do something that was special and different. The only thing I regret is not having what you're having, is 4 years in a great college. Because that must expand the mind to bringing more knowledge. You know, it obviously works that way, if you don't waste the time at college. But you become autodidactic, and you learn as you go along. I've had a fascinating journey.
I'm Vidal Sassoon, and if you don't look good, we don't look good.